Good day everyone. In the news now are two articles that are related to each other. And the first article that came out yesterday said Army placed on standby for possible deployment due to SA deteriorating into unrest. And that article says that the Army was put on 25-hour standby. With the President of South Africa under the current constitution being the Commander-in-Chief, he has to authorize any deployment of the South African National Defence Force. And subsequent to that article, News 24 today runs an article that says SA gradually deteriorating into unrest. SANDF clarifies notice to have troops on standby. Because obviously this doesn't go down very well. If you look at the evidence of the past, when troops have been deployed, to actually be amongst the public, the most horrific things have happened. South African citizens have died. South African citizens have been killed by the SANDF, and they've made them do heinous things, made them strip bare and many other ridiculous things. And in the sub-headlines it reads, the South African National Defence Force has denied deploying its forces to support police in order to curb current instabilities. Well, the other article said that they were put on standby. Not that they were deployed. This was after a warning instruction was leaked saying the situation in the Republic of South Africa is gradually deteriorating into unrest. Now, when you need to deploy the military to maintain political power, you're in serious trouble. And this is certainly the case for Cyril Ramaphosa at the moment. The SANDF said only the President has the executive power to deploy soldiers in collaboration with other state actors. This should never be the case. The military is there to defend our borders, which is like an open sieve. So, I mean, the military, I don't know how much they actually do to protect our borders or to protect us from foreign enemies. Only those with pie-in-the-sky ideas earning fat salaries in the South African military might have an idea of how effective they are in actually performing their job. The South African National Defence Force says that should President Cyril Ramaphosa authorize the deployment of troops to support the police to contain further unrest, it would be to preserve life, health and property and would not be against people. Wow. Would not be against people. So are you telling me that the person that is so-called perpetrating something is not a people? What are they then to you? Because during the COVID pandemic, the military did the most heinous things. A guy was sitting inside his yard drinking a beer. The military went into his yard without a search warrant and ended up killing the person. And this was through court evidence. And I highlighted that on this channel. So, and there were many other instances of the military doing the most heinous crimes against humanity, and nothing happened to them because the military do not fall under normal civil law. And this is what people don't understand. The moment the military is deployed, they fall under military law. It's a completely different set of rules, and you need to be very careful when you ask for the military to be deployed, because one day they could see you as the criminal for not wearing a mask, as they did during the COVID-19 pandemic, or for not being at home when it was later declared illegal by the courts that our government was putting restrictions on what times we could go out and do things. The situation in the Republic of South Africa is gradually deteriorating into unrest due to criminality that is taking place with the borders, which has been exacerbated by a perceived lack of action from security forces to combat criminality. The document stated, well then go to the borders and do whatever you have to do there. It is in this regard the SA Army Infantry Formation has been ordered to go on a 25-hour standby in anticipation of deploying in support for cooperation with SAPS. Now, this is a very dangerous function because it's a secondary function of the South African military, and they should not be called to be used against the people of South Africa at all. The police are doing a good enough job of brutalizing the people within South Africa. The last thing you need is the military to be added to that. So that is my 2 cents worth. You can go and read the rest of this article. Both of these articles, you'll find links to them in the description below this video. And I always say, look at the evidence. And the other thing that you need to do is be very careful what you wish for. You think now that it's for criminals. What says that you aren't a criminal next? For just the way you conduct your life, just for what you believe in. Be very careful what you wish for. If you want more content like this, please subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon to receive notifications for new videos. And thank you to everyone that have upgraded to the 00 Days meeting membership. There is way over 100 people that have actually watched the meeting recording, and I want to thank everyone's interest in that content. The meeting is over 7 hours long, and so you need to make the time to actually go through that meeting, get a notepad, make some notes, and enjoy. Thank you very much. Till the next video.